The Minnesota House has approved $200 million to combat the disease. It will allocate $150 million for a new healthcare response fund, and the State Department of Health will create grants for healthcare providers to use while fighting COVID-19, including testing services. The other $50 million will go toward ambulance services, clinics, hospitals, and long-term care facilities. Now, earlier today, President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence gave an update on federal action being taken to help in the coronavirus pandemic, including more policies for nationwide testing and an expansion of Medicare services. Currently, there are more than 5,200 cases and 92 fatalities in the U.S. Trump also announced another option available for patients to receive care.
Today, we're also announcing a dramatic expansion of our Medicare telehealth services. Medicare patients can now visit any doctor by phone or video conference at no additional cost, including with commonly used services like FaceTime and Skype, a historic breakthrough.
South Dakota's governor says they now have 11 confirmed cases and schools will remain closed. For more information on local and state closings, you can head on over to our VNL News app. Lawmakers are reacting to the coronavirus pandemic as the travel ban, the cancellations of events in schools are now impacting their local communities. North Dakota Senator Kevin Cramer weighed in on how he feels the president is handling the spread of COVID-19.
The very low mortality rate that we're experiencing in the United States versus other parts of the world, I think tells you that the quick action and the bold action by President Trump in restricting travel, for example, from China, while he was being criticized for overreacting, has proven to be a very good, wise call early on.
Cramer says now is the time to look at regulatory issues and how a recovery can take place faster. On to our weather now. Sounds like our quiet spell is ending and some precipitation's ready to move into the region. Hutch has more from the First Alert Storm Team Center. Hutch?
Andrew, I got to tell you, we're going to get a little bit of everything when it comes to precipitation. It begins as we head to bed tonight, so big time changes as we approach dark. Right now we have crystal clear skies over the Fargo-Moorhead area, but notice from the south and southwest, a batch of light precipitation just developing, just beginning to show up on area radar. And that is going to continue to press its way northward as we go through the overnight hours, mainly after midnight here in Fargo. But the best chance of continued snowfall will be along and north of Highway 200 right here that I'm highlighting. So by morning, you could have some accumulated snow for that morning drive. In Fargo this evening, temperatures hovering near 30. Our chances of snow showers, drizzle, freezing drizzle and sleet increase as we cross through the 11 to midnight hour into the overnight. Up north, good chance of some snow showers in your forecast as temperatures dip into the teens. It'll be cool overnight there. It does look like some accumulation up north. Now, I'll have hour-by-hour details on this and how it impacts the rest of your Wednesday. And then the big storm system moves through the plains on Thursday. We'll have details on all of it here in a minute.
It'll give us something else to talk about besides the coronavirus, right?
You got to watch the weather.
That's right. Thanks, Hutch. For the second day in a row, authorities report a rash of break-ins near local gyms and daycares in the metro. The Fargo Police Department believes these crimes are linked to the Felony Lane gang and that those involved are targeting gyms and daycares in the metro. These smash and grab crimes are happening between 5 and 6:30 in the morning at gyms and from 6 to 8 a.m. at daycares. Police suggest removing all valuables from your vehicle, including purses, wallets, phones, and laptops. If you see any suspicious activity, dial 911 immediately. Keep on keeping on. That's the motto for many in the Valley as we continue to push through this hard time. Some community members are thanking local businesses for keeping their shelves stocked with supplies. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard talked with some people who say it's all going to be okay.
Like this is all the stuff that goes like beef sticks, beef jerky.
Jason Ahmed and his crew at Meats by John and Wayne have had their hands full.
And it's usually stacked up to here.
They've gone through 800 pounds of meat in the last 3 days. That's typically what they go through in a span of 2 weeks.
You have to keep going and keep going until you can't go anymore.
Ahmed is one of the many trying to keep his customers happy and calm.
They have a good variety and the quality has always been good, very good.
It's not just us working, it's the community and everybody teaming together. If everybody just teams up we'll get through it a lot faster. So you get to like see new faces and meet new people, and then which in turn just leads to new customers down the road.
And another place that's been busy stocking their shelves is Happy Harry's in Fargo.
But we've been able to maintain that. We've worked with our distributors and our suppliers to make sure that the supply lines are full.
Both companies say they're doing everything they can to keep things clean and normal.
I hope all this ruckus blows over fast so we don't have to stay quarantined all the time.
In Fargo, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
Happy Harry's says they've been wiping down their stores 3 times a day. To learn more about company hours at these locations, visit our Valley News Live app. West Fargo Public Schools pulling together to help feed the children in their community. They spent the morning passing out free breakfast and lunches to families due to the COVID-19 school closures. They'll be doing this each morning for the rest of the week. It's for kids up to age 18, and those kids must be present to get these meals. Many people stopped by South Elementary in West Fargo expressing how thankful they are for the opportunity. School officials say they're happy to help.
We've had a lot of staff and others willing to step in and help, and we know that we help feed that need during the school year of feeding them breakfast and lunch, and so in this time we're really excited to be able to help.
If you are stopping by for a meal, you should look for a yellow school bus at these locations. The ongoing distribution of meals depends on whether schools are closed after this week. We will post the full list of locations and pickup times on our website, or you can visit the Valley News Live app. Even the biggest mall in America and one of the largest in the world is not immune to the impacts of coronavirus. The Mall of America closed at 5 p.m. today. Officials say they will remain closed through at least March 31st due to the fallout over COVID-19 and concerns about playing a role in the potential spreading of the virus. The mega mall's decision comes less than 24 hours after Governor Tim Walz ordered all bars and restaurants in Minnesota to close. Coronavirus fears have led to an increase in gun sales across the country. Gun shop owners say in addition to sales increasing, they are also seeing lots of first-time gun buyers. The FBI's background checks for gun purchases totaled 2.8 million nationally in February. That's a 36% jump compared to the same month in 2019. It's the largest year-over-year percentage spike since 2016. But coronavirus fears might not be the only reason for the uptick in gun sales. Officials say gun sales tend to rise in presidential election years. This year's Kentucky Derby is reportedly being postponed due to coronavirus. According to multiple media outlets, the 146th Run for the Roses will take place on September 5th. That's the Saturday of Labor Day weekend. It will be just the 3rd time that the world's most famous horse race will take place outside of the month of May. Since 1946, the Kentucky Derby has taken place every year on the first Saturday in May. Still ahead tonight, hospitals that can barely keep up with coronavirus cases are bracing for more patients.
Temperature-wise, it's spring-like down in the south, maybe even summer-like in San Antonio. We have some mighty chilly air just to the north of us. A winter transition begins tonight. Hour by hour details are next.